Welcome to this workout. As usual, start with a dynamic warm-up to make sure you're free of injury and you can perform the exercises correctly. We start with a Renegade Row for 5 sets of 5 on each side and a goblet squat for 5 sets of 5. For the Renegade Row, we start in a push-up position and we maintain that throughout the exercise, and we focus on pulling the elbow back by our side and squeezing that shoulder blade. Really have to engage the core here to stop yourself from rotating on either side. If you can't do that, put the weights on a box and just concentrate on rowing one side at a time. Then for the, it's a split squat, my apologies. So a split squat, one foot in front of the other. So 5 on each side, descending as low as you can go, pushing off both feet. Then we have medicine ball rotating overhead press and a hand-to-hand swing. So the medicine ball rotating overhead press, you'll start facing forwards, you'll keep your elbows tucked in, press overhead, pivot to one side, press overhead, pivot to the other side, and press overhead. You'll hit 5 reps in each one of these stations. If there's not a weight that works for you, grab a kettlebell and do the same thing. For the hand-to-hand swings, this is a kettlebell swing, so generating all the power from the hips, loading the hips up as you push them back, driving them through, squeezing the glutes. And at the top of the movement, swap the hands over. You can see here that I'm keeping my back as flat as I can, but the power is coming from my hips there, shooting backwards and then driving them forwards. Next we have a slow-mo knee tuck and an overhead anti-rotation press, 3 sets of 5 and 3 sets of 10 on each side. For the slow-mo knee tuck, in order to do this correctly, you need to make sure that your lower back stays flat. If you start to feel like it's dipping and you're getting lower back pain, you're doing it incorrectly and you need to decrease to something easier, maybe like a plank. But I'm bringing my knees up nice and slowly here, and again extending to full push-up position slowly. For the overhead anti-rotation press, walk a band out, then press it overhead. You have to engage the core. So in this example, the core on my right side, as you're watching the video, is stabilizing my body, making sure I'm not leaning to one side. To finish off with a finisher, 3 rounds, broad jumps 15 and rope slams for 30. Broad jumps, you set a space on the floor that you feel comfortable with and you're jumping over that with both feet, a little jump to turn around and then jumping back, 15 on each side. Try and challenge yourself. The harder you make it, the more calories you'll burn and the more muscle you will use. Then for the slams, this is all about effort. Keep that core tight as usual, but bring them overhead. Really try to make a noise. Try to slam it as hard as you can. If you need any help, come and see the staff. We'd love to help.